Hey, hello. How are you today? Hello, Dian. Hello, Misan. How are you? How was your day? Hey, Tokayo, congratulations. Back to back green weeks. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. You you are doing the hard work. It's paying off, right? That's good. Hey, Salman. Hello, CL. Hey, 4G, 4R. What is your name? You took a loss today? Tell me about it. What was your loss? I mean, what you tried here? Hello, Lilia. Hey, Alex, Kumar. Hello, Michelle. Yeah, me too. I took a loss today. I took a loss today. I'm gonna show you. Yeah. I'm gonna show you. You chased Tesla? My, yeah. It was flying, right? Hey, Vet Boy, what's up? All right, guys. So, today let's do it. I tried following Scarface. I entered too late, and it did pass support level. Yeah, it went to high of the day like super fast. Uh, that's one of the reasons that we say you should not be like exact copying or waiting for the signals. Instead, you should be understanding the play, and if you feel like that's a play, like it's according to your playbook, according to your rules, according to your risk, according to everything, you take it, right? Not just because your coach or yeah, your coach is taking a trade. It's for you, especially Teslas, especially on Fridays. All right. Yeah, so yeah, I also don't have the portfolio. Yeah, exactly. So that's exactly what you should be doing. Complete all of the videos. Complete all of the videos. For me, the most important module is module number 4. That's the one that I like, and I think that's the one that has the necessary tools for surviving or for building your own edge. All right. So that's where you will learn about liquidity. That's actually my favorite video. It's a model 4 video number 4, liquidity. That's the video that changed my game, right? So yeah, you should go finish them. Hola, Carlita, how are you? Dian took a loss. What's the next step after finishing the modules? Well, start trying whatever you think you are good at. Start trying, but my recommendation is try with paper trading, right? So you don't need to risk your money to understand if your play is actually work. If there's an edge on what you are doing. Once you identify there's an edge, okay, well, you can start buying real contracts, right? Like I will recommend buy, I don't know, like 3 contracts, so you can learn how to scale out on your trades, right? Like you sell one at the high or low of the day, you sell another one at your 1 to 2 risk reward key level, and the other one, I don't know, like I will keep it all the way to break even, or like let it run, right? But that's the way you learn how to do it, right? First with paper trading, so you don't risk any of your money, and then you start very small, only 3 contracts, and I would avoid Tesla, for being honest. I mean, leave that for the end. Leave that for once you are like really fast executing your trades and you have a better understanding of your edge. Then you can play Tesla. But that I will avoid Tesla for at least at the very beginning. All right. Um, is it? Yeah, it's the end. Yeah, the 673.95. Right. Yeah, I'm also watching because I took one loss and I was a bit anxious about like, oh well, come on, it's Friday. Fridays are mine. Fridays are my days. But no, I mean, when I started feeling like this need of having some action, I just closed my broker. I'm just avoiding, like over trading or revenge trading because I already had a loss. Ah, CL, I expected market going lower, but didn't find a confirmation to short. Yeah, it actually, I mean, it was the retest of a previous all-time high. So yeah, but yeah, that was my idea also, like a move lower. Hello, Barbara. Carlita, 93% QQQ, 78% SPY. Great day. It's not a good day. It's a great day. Congratulations. Hey, Angel, how are you? All right, 3 contracts. Okay. Kumar, today I took 2 of the trades you have highlighted on your chart. Great. The first one and the third one. All right. Hey, Jeff. Hello, Chandru. All right, so guys, let's take a look here. Okay, so today was I was also thinking. I was also thinking that we will head lower. If let's go to the actually let's go to the 4-hour chart. So this is the 4-hour chart. It was right here, right? This candle here. Yeah, in my idea was maybe a tag of this 661.21 and maybe even like like something lower like 656 or something like that. That was my idea, but no, we had a really nice bounce, and well, let's see what happened. I mean, this is right now it's stuck right here on these previous all-time highs. It's rejecting this 674. Let's see what happens. So okay, so but this morning we had this nice reaction right here, 663.50. Again, for being honest, if you remember, 662.50 was a huge key level on the previous weeks, and that's something really important to say. When people is telling me like, oh, Neto, so this is the start of the bearish market, I just say like, yeah, I mean, we haven't seen this price on SPY since, I don't know, last week, right? Guys, it's not a bearish market yet, right? It's not a bearish market. This is just a pullback. So yeah, so yeah, that was the joke of the morning, right? Like, yeah, I mean, we haven't seen these prices maybe since last Friday. So yeah, so don't worry, guys. I mean, this weekend, just go to your weekly chart, take a look to your candles, and you will see that actually nothing happened. Nothing happened. So nothing to worry right now. Just remember, we react to price. We are not on the guessing business. We are not on the gambling business. We are on the reacting business, right? So this morning, what we had, then second thing, someone was asking, hey, look, don't worry. Someone was asking, Neto, where did you post your charts? So guys, just in case you didn't know, we have been sharing our charts right here. If you go to the channel, it's youtube.com/@trade with Neto. You come here to to post, and you will see that we have been sharing our SPY and QQQ charts since last Monday. All right, so this was our first week. If you just come here, you click on it. I don't know why in my computer. I'm not sure if it's because I'm the owner of the channel, but in my phone, if I just click on the image and it displays the whole image, but right here, for some reason it's not. So you just scroll here, you will see SPY and QQQ. Someone told me that if you just right click here and open, now it's just the preview, right? Well, I don't know how this work. I don't know how this work, but if you watch it on your phone, you can display everything. Or yeah, for real, guys, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it, but this has been working for the past days. Let's see if we can keep, like sharing right here, or we do something different on the next days. If you have a better idea of what we can do, just let me know. In the meantime, I will keep sharing my charts right here on YouTube on the post section of the channel. And guys, if you are watching the charts, please just leave a like or a comment. You don't need to say anything, just like, oh, got it, or something, right? I just want to understand if there's enough people watching them in the morning. And also, if you use the charts or if you use the key levels for your place and you got something, it will be really nice to read your comments, right? Like, oh, Neto, I took this trade out of this 666 key level that you have on your chart, and I didn't, so I just took my play from here. That will be awesome. That will be dope, right? All right. For our Neto, I'm new to the break and retest method. How do you know when to enter a trade, a single break and retest? Brother, no. You first need to complete the videos. You are asking things that you will answer with the videos. Yeah. So don't rush. Just go watch the videos. You will see. All right. Jeff, you increase your screen. All right. Hey Max, welcome. All right, guys. So this was the very first one. I know this is not the clean break and retest of the 5-minute opening range, but this was the opening price. And also, if you were watching the pre-market price action, this was I don't know, like a decent area for reactions to support, turn into resistance, turn into support again, break again, a retest. So that will be the very, very, very first trade of the day, right? It's 9:41. I know it's a Friday, so maybe you should be waiting a little bit. But if you guys are early birds on the market and you were watching this was a really nice reclaim of the opening price. Some displacement, and then the retest and good reaction, really good reaction. So I will open this position right here on the break of 666 and look at this nice reaction out of the opening price, right? Out of the opening price, and also out of this area here. So if you were aiming to this 667.50, look at this. It was a 1 to 2.5 risk reward ratio trade. That will be awesome. And then after this, you had really nice market structure. Maybe if you were really strict with your market structure and you started taking profits on your key levels, can you see how well these key levels were working? 668.72, 668.72. It's the low of Thursday last week. All right. So this key level was holding nicely until you finally break here with a lot of strength, with a lot of momentum. well, not too much momentum, but with a lot of strength. And then you had this really nice break and retest of this previous high of the day, right? Previous high of the day. So you actually have a lot of opportunities to enter to the long side, right? To the long side. And here, guys, I'm gonna show you, because I'm always showing you my wins, but also my losses. I was watching this. We finally closed the daily gap. Guys, for you that are new on this channel, this dash box, it's this is the opening price and this is the previous day close, right? So this is what we call the daily gap or the overnight gap. Actually, it's the overnight gap, right? And the daily gap are gaps on the daily chart, and we don't have any on SPY right now. So I was like, okay, well, it's actually reacting really nice right here on the previous day close. What does it mean? Well, it means that maybe it wants to go lower again. And if we can break this previous day low, that's gonna be a huge drop. So I was taking my chances here. I'm gonna move this. I actually opened my position right here. I was watching this. I was watching this. So this failed to create a new high. This candle here, 11 in the morning, failing to create a new high, and then a strong rejection of this 672.50. And I was like, okay, well, now once we broke this previous day close, it's gonna create lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and we're gonna have a drop all the way at least to 667. Actually, right here I took 669 puts, but my idea was something like this. So what happened here? I opened my position right here on the break of the previous day close. I took my first partials here. Why? Because this was the previous consolidation area. I took 1/4 of my position right here, and then I took a loss right here. I went out on this 1117 candle. So that was actually that was my second loss, and I think I took another something like this. Yeah, this was a more decent loss, because here I didn't trim anything, right? But I took a loss right here with like 15%. And here this was actually a very small loss, because right here it was like 15%. So I took 1/4 at 15%, and then I took the other 3/4 at something like 15%. So I mean, this was a really small loss. But once I watched this candle here, this 1109, I was like, oh no, this is going higher. But well, that happens, right? That happens. I mean, today we took 2 losses, or I took 2 losses. That's okay. Sometimes I take 2 wins, and most of the time they are like huge wins, right? So well, that's what happened today with my SPY. Not sure if you guys took SPY trades to the downside and you took a loss just like me, or if you took SPY to the upside. Congratulations. I think any point in the morning, that you just needed to hold, and you got a nice win, right? Hey Cuba, hey Californication, and I took 1107 puts. 1107 puts. Yeah, that was looking nice, right? Like the break and retest of this pre-market high. Yeah, just as I told you, I was thinking this will create like lower lower highs and lower lows, something like this, and we will break this. Yeah, I was thinking on something like this, all the way to 667, like this one, like this area here. Just didn't happen. It just didn't happen. But yeah, I understand what you tried there, Dion. It was good. Hey, Raul. Hey, Net, I will be watching the replay later. Would love to hear your thoughts on Tesla. Yes, I will talk about Tesla. Talk to you later, brother. Yeah, don't worry. Uh, Trading for Liberty, Angel. Do you have rules such as one win and done, or two trades a day? And you know what? I do have a rule of two losses a day, and I just uh, walk away. But I don't have a rule of like one win and one and done, right? That's not me, because sometimes I am in flow with the market. Sometimes I'm just reading charts like really nice, and well, I mean, I don't limit myself. My rules are to protect me, but not to limit myself. All right. So yeah, I mean, you should be considering that, like, your rules are there for protecting you but not for limiting you, because the days that you are actually in flow with the market, I mean, you need to double down on them. And I'm not saying that you need to double your size. No. I'm saying that you should be taking your setups. I mean, if you had a good read of the market, I mean, just take advantage of it. All right. um Neto, but are those two trades of you just a retest, or where's the break? Oh yeah, well, that well, you know what? To understand these trades, you need to watch it like somewhere, something like here. For me, yeah, for me it was like this is the, yeah. I mean, I understand what you're saying with the retest. Uh, But probably, yeah, I mean, probably you're right. That's not like a break and retest. Maybe the one that Dian took, that was the break and retest. Boom, right? The break of this pre-market high, retest here, and then the drop. Yeah, probably. Yeah, actually, that's a really nice observation. Actually, that's a really nice observation. Yeah. So what I was watching here, it was like the break of this previous day close, the retest here. It actually went deeper or went higher here, but I took like, I mean, I was considering this break, the break of this support, this previous day close support, break, retest, and I was considering this reaction here like a good move to the downside. So this is the break, and this is the retest. But yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Um, Neto, if after your first scale price come back to your contract break even within 2 minutes, do you exit at break even? It's different for me, Kumar. Actually, this is kind of a relative new rule. I crafted this rule, I think, last month or 2 months ago with Luke. We were talking that once the price goes beyond 25%, we should be moving our stops to break even on the contracts, not on the underlying, but on the contract. So that's kind of my rule. That's why I was stopped with a loss here, because when I trimmed my first position here, it was only like 15%. It was only like 15%. That's why I didn't move my stop loss to break even. It was just too close of here. So I was just letting this trade to breathe, maybe, like rejecting again the same area, but just didn't work. But yeah, uh, and that's what I say, that you should have your rules not for limiting you but for protecting you. So if I have my stop loss to break even every time I just take a trim, I might be stop out every time, right? Because like one candle can take you from 20% to break even in just one candle. So yeah, I don't like that unless I hit at least 25%. If I hit 25% on the contracts, I already took some contracts there or some trim there, then I move my stop loss, but not before. uh Look, I've discovered one and done is best for me. When I have a win and a loss, I always want to make it back, and my data shows me my first trade is almost always my best quality trade. That's great awareness, Luke. That's great awareness, and that's something we all need to do, right? Understand where is our focus, where is our skills. So if we think, or if we have data saying that we lost focus after the first trade, that's exactly what you should do. You should step out, right? But if you can re-enter or refocus, or like reset your attention, that's another thing. And actually that's something that I will recommend to look, right? I mean, if you want to stop, that's it. That I mean, it's okay. It's okay. Actually, it's okay. But if you want to, if you want to actually let your edge work as many times as possible on your trading hours, you can let, like you should have a ritual, or you should have a routine to reset and refocus. And that's really easy. That's something that I do on my coaching programs. I help other traders to detach from the previous trades and reset and refocus for taking as many opportunities as they see, according to what their data is saying their edge is. All right. Uh, all right. That makes a lot of sense. Neto, I wonder how often, if any time at all, do you tilt or overtrade nowadays? I don't overtrade anymore. uh, but that's because I have my rules for protecting me. Not sure if I ever told you, but I am very consistent with the size of my trades. I am very consistent with the size of my trades. So I always keep my account value on my broker, my trade size times three. So the worst thing that I can do is taking three trades. All right. That's how I, designed my account size, to protecting me for not taking more than three trades. And also, I will never take like a crazy trade with all of my account, right? So it's, again, my rules are for protecting me and not for limiting me. And that's a really good question. That's a really good question, and I think it's a very relevant. That's a very relevant topic. So yeah, no, I don't overtrade anymore, but that's because how it's my account is designed. And that was something that I did with my, like, performance based behavior. Um, and what do you mean with tilt? Do you tilt? What does that mean? Trading for liberty. It's like a basketball player on fire that is not missing shots. You gotta keep shooting. Exactly. Kumar, Neto, when would you treat pre-market high or pre-market low levels as important levels to exit? I'm always considering them. I mean, I'm always watching them, but I'm waiting for reactions. Remember, I'm not on the guessing business. I'm on the reacting business. Uh, Yes, exactly. Look, like like that. Actually, that's something that I do. I mean, once I take a trade and I close it, I step away from my desk. Even if I still have coffee, I just go to the kitchen. It's like I'm detaching from my charts. I'm doing something different. And when I come back, it's like I warm up again. Like I start watching my charts and I start redefining my areas of interest. And if something shows up, like I take it. But I'm not like with the momentum of the first trade. It's a complete different trade for me. Um, Tilt is like revenge trading and taking emotional trades because you lost money and won it back. Nah, that doesn't happen anymore. When you say when you say guessing best versus reacting, what happens if the reaction against you was too strong and quick? Well, I just close my trade. Yeah, and that happens. That happens, Kumar. I mean, if you recognize that you made a mistake or you had a bad entry because you're I don't know, like for example right here, right? Hey, I was taking this candle here and it was breaking this previous day close, so I'm opening my position here. But if this candle suddenly turns green and comes to this area, well, I just close the trade and that's it, right? I mean, why? Because I understand my edge, because I understand my setup, and I know that this 15% or 20% loss can be made back in just one trade, right? Like usually my trades go above 40%. So that's why my stop loss is around 20-25%, because with one win I can make back two losses, right? That's my trading math. Haggy, you took spy call 1042. 1042 right here. The break and retest of previous day low. That's a very valid trade. Yeah, that's a very valid trade. And also it's like the break and retest of this high of the day, right? Yeah, that was really nice trade. Really, really nice trade. All right, guys. QQQ was kind of the same thing. Kind of the same thing. A few differences. Maybe it was playing with order blocks, but very much the same thing with QQQ. Again, QQQ was kind of following SPY. Oh, what's going on? Right here. Yeah, QQQ was having a nice place here. Look at this. I think this was my trade. Yeah, this was my trade on QQQ. Yeah, 1101, 1101. Yes, I will be trying this break and retest of this 15-minute chart key level. I will be taking, I don't know, like something like this. I will be aiming to previous day low at least. And well, this also didn't work, right? This also didn't work. But that's exactly the same missing trade or uh, the same opportunity in QQQ. Anyone took a trade on QQQ? Cuba, one more question, if I may. Yes, you that's why we're here, Cuba. Just shoot your question. How big of a position would you recommend to open per trade? I know it should be max 10% of an account. Well, I mean, where did you read 10%? Yeah, I have read 1%. I have read 2%. I have read several things. I mean, I think it's a Jack. Jack said, okay, I know it should be max. So 10% of your account, that should be the size of your trade. And how much are you willing to risk? Like 10, 15, 20%, that will be like 2% of your account. Yeah, that makes sense. But I mean, if you have a $5,000 account, yeah, maybe, well, two things, right? I mean, if you already found your edge and you are just executing your strategy, uh, you can risk more, right? I will risk more. I will risk more. But once I found my edge, once I found consistency on what I'm doing, yeah, so I will risk a little bit more, but I will be consistent, right? Like, so I'm not trading 10% on the first one and 30% on the second one and 15% on the third one. No, no, no. I will be very consistent with my trades. But that's what I do, right? That's what I do. Not, I mean, you can do differently. Uh, if you want to follow what Jack told you, that's perfectly fine. But again, if you are already executing well a strategy with an edge, I think you can risk a little bit more. Chucky, two QQQ calls, 1109. 1109. 1109. Why 1109, brother? Like this break and retest of this order block. 1109. Look at bounce of the daily gap. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, sounds like a uh, very reasonable play. When is it consistent? That's a really nice question. I will say, if you have, look at this. If you have 10 consecutive trades following your rules, following your strategy, being consistent with size, being stopped when you should, and taking profits when you plan, if you have 10 consecutive plays according to your playbook, according to your system, then I will move on, right? I will start doing things differently, right? Do you have set trading times like Tony? Yes, well, for example, my trading times, it's not from 9:30. Well, I mean, I start at 9:30 looking at the charts, or actually way earlier, right? But my trading time ends at 11:30. If I don't see a setup at 11:30, because I'm trading the indices, right? When I was trading the tech names, I was like, my trading time was 9:40 to 10:45. If I didn't find a setup in that time window, I just skipped the day. But now I'm trading the indices, and sometimes the plays set up later, so I widen my trading time window to 11:30. I may stay on a trade later that time, but I don't open a trade later of that time. Hey Cheng, what's up? All right. Okay. Well, so QQQ was very similar to SPY, right? What about AMD, guys? What about AMD? AMD had a few different nice things, right? So this was the very first one. This was the break and retest of this high of the day. That was a really nice setup, or really nice entry. Also, do you see? I'm not a big fan of this kind of trades. I mean, this is like a bull flag. It's right here retesting the opening price. I like to see displacement, right? I like to see displacement, but that's my style. That's my playbook. But there's a lot of people that they see this break of the 5-minute opening range of the opening price, and they see this as a hold. So this is the difference between traders that they say they trade the break and retest. The break and retest includes displacement, physical separation, and the ones who trade the break and hold. Break and hold means that you just it doesn't matter if this is in media retest and you don't have any displacement or physical separation from your key level. Once you see your pattern play out, you open your position. So maybe if you were here, you open your position, something like that. If you were playing the break and hold, not the break and retest. Anyone took a trade on AMD today? AMD, no one. AMD, no one. AMD 1, AMD 2, AMD 3. Let's move to Amazon. Amazon, we were inside of this daily gap. Do you remember this candle here? Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Do you remember this candle here? It was on earnings a few days after the Amazon Web Services issue. People just realized how much we depend on AWS. So yeah, do you remember, guys? I told you that I have this yellow line. It's the daily 20 SMA. Look at how well it's retesting right now, Amazon, the daily 20 SMA. For me, I don't have too much of a cash available for my long-term portfolio right now, but this will be a nice trade for me. Or not a trade, a nice add to my positions. This retest of the daily 20 SMA. Okay, so what did we have today on Amazon? All right, Amazon, we had this nice break and retest of the 1 minute opening range low. I don't like it because it's still inside of the 5 minutes, right? Then we had this break and retest of the opening price. I still don't like it because we are still on the 5 minute opening range. But what about this? This is something that I like right here. Why? Because you have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And here you will be expecting a higher high, right? So right here, this is something that I will be interested here. Maybe right here on the break of this 235.90. Let's say the next candle here. Your risk at the bottom of these candles, and your first target should be your pre-market high. And after that, let's say your previous week low, 238.49. Look at this. That was a really nice trade. 1 to 4.8 risk reward. Anyone took Amazon today? Then look at this. That's a really nice break and retest, pre-market high, strong reaction. And what would you do here? At least previous week low. Amazon 1, Amazon 2, Amazon 3. Let's go to NVIDIA. I don't have anything on NVIDIA. Why? Anyone took something on NVIDIA today? Someone wrote something here. NVIDIA. Carla, you didn't say anything about your QQQ and SPY. Where did you take your trades? If you want to share. No one traded NVIDIA today? Yeah, it was completely vertical, right? It was completely vertical. Yeah, I will not trust anything here. Yeah, NVIDIA was going great, but I think it didn't give us any good opportunity to enter here. Why? Because here, look at this. Here you were doing lower highs and you were having lower lows. So here, this is not a nice retest of this key level, right? Yeah, no one took Nvidia, right? Okay. Okay, so Nvidia 1, Nvidia 2, Nvidia 3. Okay, Sarvesh, how are you, my friend? How do you pronounce your last name? Pa- Parthasarati. Yeah, well, I don't know. Okay, so you enter over pre-market high on Nvidia. Like, what candle? No, brother, no. Even if you like spell it, yeah, I don't know how to do it. You will need to help me here. So, what is the candle you enter here, Sarvesh? Candle, what candle, what candle? Over pre-market high on Nvidia. Any of these ones here? What was your candle? 940, 940, 940. Oh, that's not the pre-market high. 943 candle. This is the previous day low. You entered 943 candle, 943 candle. The break. Okay, so you were trying a breakout. Okay, the breakout of the pre-market high. That's a strong candle. That's a strong candle. Very good there. Very good there. Yeah, I don't like to trade the breakouts anymore because, for example, now that you enter right here 943, where was your risk? What was your risk here? Entry after breaking. Okay. What was your risk here? All the way to previous day low? That's actually something that I like a lot about the break and retest. That it gives you a lot of clarity. That's a word that we have been mentioning a lot the past days and weeks. The break and retest gives you a lot of clarity about your risk. So that's why I like it. I used to be a breakout trader, but that was the thing. That I mean, I used to have a lot of home runs, but when it didn't work, I didn't know where to exit. Right. Risk the low of the 940 candle. Risk the low of nine. Yeah, almost the previous day low. Oh, that's a lot of risk for a Friday. That's a lot of risk for a Friday. Congratulations that this did work. Where did you exit here, Sarvesh? Around previous day close, around this 187, or all the way to 190. 187.50. Wow. Congratulations, brother. That's a hell. Yeah. It was a higher time frame zone. Yeah. Congratulations there. That was a great trade. That was a great trade. All right. Let's move to Tesla, guys. Why didn't I don't know why they didn't save. I already had a few opportunities drawn here. Well, anyways, this was very easy, right? The break and retest of this 5-minute opening range, strong reaction to the upside, maybe on the break of these candles here, and you will be looking the previous day low, 397, maybe 398, 398 here. That's a 1 to 2.8 risk reward ratio trade. Also, I like it, this one here. I know, I know. There's a lot of people saying like, "Oh no, Neto, that's just too much." But look at this. Once you reclaim the pre-market high and reclaim the previous day low, this was looking very bullish. This was looking very bullish because you will close the overnight gap. Maybe something like this. You will close the overnight gap. So that was kind of a really nice play, right? And with the momentum of this move, look at this. It went all the way to 411.40, actually 412, right? So this play was really, really nice. And then you had a few ones later on the day. Like this is a break and retest of the previous day close. And here, what would you do here? Maybe 408? Maybe. Yeah, maybe this area here, right? Yes. Maybe that area here. That was a great trade. Who entered here on Tesla? Chen. Yeah, I know. I was watching your trade on Discord. That was a nice one. 945, brother. 945. Right here. This is this one right here. Where did you exit your Tesla trade? You said the previous day closed, right? Where did you exit Tesla, Chen? Previous day high? Previous day high? No, previous day low. Yeah, previous day low, and then the break of the previous day low. That was a really nice trade. Look at this. Yeah, that was a really nice trade. Congratulations there, Chen. Congratulations there. Break below previous day low, like somewhere here. That's great. I mean, you were protecting your trade for a Friday on Tesla, guys. Tesla is this, like crazy toxic ex-girlfriend that, I mean, sometimes you are happy with her, but sometimes she's just like nuts, right? So yeah, Tesla is not the name you want to trade on a Friday unless you have a lot of experience with it. But I will not be trading Tesla if you still don't have like a proven edge on it. All right. Okay, guys. So that's all I have for you today. That's all I have for you today. I have some good news. It's an untamed horse. Yes, it is. Okay, so I have some good news for you. So I will have. Well, sometimes it's not good news for everyone, but yeah. So I want to tell you something. So I don't have more. I don't have more coaching spots for the first quarter of next year. Thank you guys for everyone who signed up with me. Thank you very much. I'm super happy to help you on your journey as a consistent and profitable trader. So I'm really happy that we don't have any more spots for coaching opportunities. However, I open a new program. It's a shorter program. And it's not a coaching. It's mentoring. So I have a shorter program. It's a mentoring program. For that, I have plenty of spots for December and for the first quarter of next year. So if you guys are interested on having some performance mentoring, trading performance mentoring, it will be an honor that you choose me as your coach or and mentor. Also, I have another good news. We will have merch. We will have merch. We have been talking about a lot about merch with, like famous phrases from traders, like trade your chart, not your heart, and stuff like that. So I'm really happy that I just talked to a friend, and she's gonna help me with the production of the merch. So wait for it. Wait for it. Probably in a few weeks. I mean, but still on November. So I will let you know, so you can go watch the different models that we will have. I think I'm gonna post everything on my website, tradingperformancecoach.com. So those are the good news that I have for you. So first, I opened a lot of spots for the mentoring program, and second, that we will have merch. So if you guys are interested in anything of that, yeah, probably we need to create something for the break retest boom and the break retest kaboom. So yeah, so I'm really happy about that. So that's all for today. Remember, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Next Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern time, I will keep sharing my charts. If we see that we have like some interaction with the post, we will keep them, at least for now. It there's some people going watching the charts, but we need more people, right? Because it's taking me some time from my pre-market preparation. So if we see there's more people going watching them, we will keep them. Thank you very much, guys. Journal your trades, squeeze all the lessons from your experience. You already paid for your experience. So I will see you on Monday. Bye.